Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about nationalism. Nationalism in India, one of the most important chapter from the point of view of history of India here. Now, first of all, we have to understand what is the word meaning of nationalism. Nationalism, what do you mean? As we have already discussed this word meaning in the previous chapter. But now again to recall the meaning of nationalism, here nationalism means feeling of love for the nation. When anybody is having feeling of immense love for their own country, then it is known as nationalism. And this person is ready to die or do anything for the cause of the nation here. So, here we are talking about India, that how the feeling of love here has started here in India. Now, first of all, we have to understand the concept that what we are going to study in this chapter, in an introductory lecture of this chapter, we have to understand the introduction. What is the introduction of this chapter here? Now, first of all, we have to understand the idea of nation state. Now, what does nation state here means? Nation state here means that a area or a boundary, not the political boundary, not the economic boundary, not the geographical boundary. Here the means area of a country where the people of that area are having same sentiments for their country. For example, we in India, from north to south, from east to west, we are having different cultures, we are having different languages, we are having different notions of living, but our desires are different, our living culture is different, our eating habits are different, our language is different, culture is different, but the common thing in the whole country is that they are Indian. Wherever they are into the world, they have gone into the world, whether from Chennai or from Ladakh. If they are residing in some other country, whenever they see the Indian flag, they must have the feeling of respect, due respect for their country. So this feeling and this state, where this area, which is having the common feeling of love for whom? For the nation. That feeling is known as, that area where these people having this common feeling are residing are known as nation state. So India is a nation state here, from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Rajasthan to Arunachal Pradesh. All these areas are having a common feeling, or we can say it is a nation state having common objective for the nation here. Now, this nation state idea, how it was created, and how this sense of common identity means where we are living. Common identity means Indians, whether we are living in Jammu Kashmir or we are living in Chennai. So we are having a common identity outside the world, in the outside world, that is we are Indians here. And belongingness here means collective belongingness. Wherever we are living, no matter north, south, east and west, but we are Indians here. So this feeling of nation state, how it was created, that we are going to discuss in this chapter, the first thing. Now the second thing which we have to discuss, that this feeling of belongingness, common identity and nation state, how it was created? It was created by many things, like new symbols. As we know that three-loined symbol is the common symbol for every Indian. That symbols was created so that people should connect towards these symbols here. Icons were there. Many introductory icons were there to connect the people with the sentiments of the people, with the nation thought. Now new songs like national songs was created, and national anthems was created, so that these songs should boost up the feeling of nationalism, love for the nation into the country, and they are ready to die for their country. So this new songs were also being introduced at that times, and ideas or allegories, we can also say that ideas here means the idea, the conceptual idea behind the people or of the country is Vasudev Kutumbakam. We have already having this idea, and this is the common idea which was created in order to have the collective belongings of the people here. Now, now, now we are going to study that how does the consciousness emerge in India. This consciousness means that yes, we have to inculcate the feeling, this feeling. We have done all these things to inculcate the feeling of love, but now we have to understand consciousness, that each in, because we know that in India all the people are not literate, some are illiterate or illiterate also. We have to emerge the consciousness that's in between these illiterate people also, that you are Indians and you have to work for the development of the nation. So this consciousness among each and every Indian, how it was created, that we are going to study in this chapter. Now, one of the most common point for the development of the nationalism in the colonies were, see here the word, what do you mean by colonies? Colonies here does not means that the colonies in which we are living. At that time, colonies means the area or the country which were occupied by the British. Britishers were ruling in many parts of the world, and it was said at that time that the sun does not set of British Empire. So wherever they are ruling, like Vietnam, Africa or India, these countries which was ruled by the British Empire were known as colonies at that time. So these colonies, how these people were facing problems in these colonies, and how these consciousness emerged there in India. First was anti-colonial movement. Anti-colonial movement means now the people of those colonies started realizing this fact that the Britishers are exploiting them. The Britishers are taking undue advantages of these people. So now this realization made the people to revolt against the British Empire. They started raising their voice. That go back to your own country. Now we will not at all bother to, or we will not allow you to rule us. So this was the anti-colonialism feeling or movement which was led at that time. These people at any cost wanted to drove the Britishers out of their country. So this is the anti-colonialism movement which was going to start at that time. Now, the sense of being suppressed, this was also one of the most important consciousness which was emerging into the minds here. That these people started realizing what? These people started realizing that they are being suppressed by the Britishers. The Britishers are suppressing them. At any cost, they does not want it to be suppressed by the Britishers here, and provided a shared bond among themselves. They were saying that we alone, one alone person cannot revolt against the Britishers. So they have to provide a shared bond. Shared bond means they have to share a bond of collectiveness, a bond of belongingness. They have to be united among themselves so that they can fight against the Britishers. The notion of freedom for each class and group was varied. See, in this chapter, this is one of the most important thing which we are going to study. Whether we are going to study about the civil disobedience movement or non-cooperation movement, we have to understand that the notion means the idea of the people behind what? Behind that, yes, we are the people, and every people, the people, those who are living, if the common goal was common, that they wanted to get relief from the Britishers, but the notion was different. For example, in the town areas, the Britishers were commonly or directly ruling the people. They were directly exploiting the people, and the people were very much aware of this fact. What fact? That we are being suppressed by the Britishers. Okay, so this notion was there into the townspeople, that we have to drove the Britishers out here. But in villages, the scene was different. The Britishers were exploiting them, but not directly. Through the zamindars and the talukdars, by increasing the taxes and many other things, or giving them the authorities, they were exploiting the villagers. So here villagers, the notion of the villagers was, they wanted to get rid of the zamindars and the talukdars here. Now, if we are going to some other parts, tribal areas, there also some other things was, the other issues were there. So all these notions were different for the different people living in the different areas, but the objective was same. What was it? Feeling for love, creating a nation state, and love for the nation. Now they will not be suppressed by anybody. Now what we are going to study in this chapter? We are going to study in this chapter that nationalistic movement. What was the nationalistic movement under Mahatma Gandhi? That Mahatma Gandhi came in India and brought a new idea of satyagraha, that we are going to study in this chapter. Non-cooperation movement and the issues related to that, we are going to study about that in this chapter. Civil disobedience movement. What was civil disobedience movement? What was the situation before the civil disobedience movement, due to which Gandhi ji has to launch this movement? As well as we are going to study about the after situation also, that after what was the situation, we are going to study that. Fine. Now we are going to study how the sense of collective belongings was created. Collective belongings means that how they collectively organize themselves together, and how they fight with the suppression of the British government and the different media through which the British government was suppressing them. And even we are going to study about the related events. So these are the most important things we are going to study in this chapter. In the next video clip, we are going to study about the First World War and the nationalism of India. I hope it has been very, very much clear to you all, and I will be also discussing about the frequently asked question from this chapter after finishing this. I hope it has been clear to you.